Nix from the gun. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Nix. He has the first over the middle. And they dropped him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chains moving too. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. He has this down to the 34. 12 yards on that play, and a good call, and that's him the first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Harvey once more. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. It's the defense all over this one.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
For the Broncos field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Not quite the same roar out of the crowd, Kate, that you're going to get with a touchdown, but still plenty of noise coming down, and that defense now gets to take the field with the lead.
Return coming from the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers will have a first.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Herbert from the gun. Has a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Kappa. Ready.
Hampton gets it from the pistol. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll carry by Hines. And he's going to work it to the 20. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On third down, Herbert splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This makes it up to the 25.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10. It's Nix out of the pistol. Completed over the middle. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. They get an even 10 on that play. And that would be good for a Denver first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. On the draw, they give to Harvey. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
They take the handoff. Now Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Nix now on first and 10. All the left side. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I can promise you that is a throw, and as a quarterback, when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
Second down, give to Harvey. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders are all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Ready! Captain.
On third down, here's Nix. Putting angle on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Ready!
First and 10, it's Harvey. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Chargers' 23-yard line.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's got it at the 5. And he's going to be touchdown at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Working inside the red zone. On him quick, and they bring it down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, you come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home outside. Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run. Largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Big play for this offense. It's third and goal.
Hold on, son. Ready.
Nix now to throw. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a second quarter lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Chargers getting set. First and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
That throw behind his intended target.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10.
Bombers. Ready. Ready.
Play action with Nix. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Nix again on second and 10. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
Here he is on third and long. Short pass brought in. Will be touchdown short of the marker, so fourth down coming up.
Get to that money down. That third down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 41-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Set. Real hot. Real hot.
Running it with Hampton. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Final aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 43. Dumps it off to his running back. It's some space around midfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Set. Go fast.
Hampton now up the middle. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Again, it's Hampton. Has a big hole left. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and in what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Set.
They're going to try with the wideouts. Takes out a one-stop, and the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Just keep on continuing the evolution of the wide receivers as runners. You know, that used to just be a gadget play, Kate. But then you see it more and more between the 20s, and now we're seeing it even in the red zone. Get your playmakers the ball.
Captain. Set.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. Loki, it isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9. First throw for the backup now. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. Juke the defender. He stopped on the run back of the 27th.
First and 10. At their own 27-yard
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10.
Hold on, set. Ready.
First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. He breaks the tackle. He's out in the clear. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. And you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Hold on, set.
Nix looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Broncos hoping to take a lead going into the break. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Hold on, set.
To throw, here's Nix. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and it's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, I think we're seeing the exact same thing. That look of exasperation on the coach's face. You can't afford to take a loss like that, especially on calls that normally work.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked by Alohi Gilman.
When you put more dime defenders on the field, and what you really see are so many more eyes. Remember, as a quarterback, you drop back, and you love to see those linebackers. You love to see base defense. But you get those DBs on the field, and it feels like everybody's looking at you, and it can lead to takeaways just like that.
Go.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. They tried to air it out, but just couldn't hook up. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. And it sets up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. All right, back to the ground game here. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away.
J.K. Scott in punt formation.
And this return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hold on, set. Ready.
Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They're now set for first and 10.
Ready. Ready, Hunt.
Nix from the gun. Man, it's Marvin Mims. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. This return starts at the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Hampton gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
Here's second and 14. He finds Johnston. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First and 10. Here's Hampton. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, you got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
It's Hampton on second. And they find him after just a yard, and it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
They've got a man in motion. On third down, Herbert finds him on the crossing route. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Rather than try a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on fourth down. Trying with Hampton. And he is stuffed at the line. They don't get the yard they need, and they're going to catch a breather. They turn it over on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
It's Nix out of the pistol. This finds Franklin. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Harvey here from the pistol. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's the fake. Here's Nix. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college games to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
Step.
Now inside give to Hampton. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the 17. He put everything he had into this one. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Dicker's extra point, he's up and good. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it at the 30. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos make it 17 all. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Set.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
From the 41. And he'll be brought down a 7-2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. They'll toss it to Hampton. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to run this with Hines. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Herbert from the gun. Escapes the pocket. It's this one off to Hampton. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Only 2 yards to the marker. They're going for it here on 4. Shotgun give to Hampton. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets them a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to it. Broke through the tackle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back to Hampton. Room to run inside the 20. And he did not get in. Finally stopped at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
After such a magnificent run, quick story time. My first NFL start. Ricky Watters does the same thing. Gets the ball inside and near that goal line. And I get in the huddle. Ricky says, give Ricky the ball. Time to give Ricky the ball. You pay off a running back after such a tremendous effort.
59. Black 80, black.
Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Set.
Running it after the penalty. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had to look at a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nick's now to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers double their lead to 14.
Broncos 17.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to the air, Nix after the pick. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it inside the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. They think the handoff. Now Nix bails out of the pocket quick. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
A lot hinging on this onside effort now. They need to get it back, score, and kick the point after to tie this up. And no problem for the Chargers. They cover it up. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Carry by Hines. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Draw play here. Hampton. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Third down, give to Hampton. And that one's held up just before he can get the last bit he needed. It's going to be 4th and short. Big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. From the right hash, 52 yards out. This one's not looking good, and it won't be. Short and too far left. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a 2-score game. In fact, a make there, well, it could have been a death knell. But the miss, you just see it breathes some new life into the opposing sideline.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. He lost it, deep left. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He finds his back, Harvey. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. This is Ingram working the left side. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Nix to throw again. And he'll set up the screen here. It's Harvey. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll throw again. Nix. Complete out to the right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Give him 13 on that play. And the Broncos Broncos will have a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Catch is made in close. He will not score, but that will set him off, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Harvey will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Back to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Line.
Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Here he is to throw. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. Hampton gets it out of his own read. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Again, it's Hampton. Second down run, good for 4. Brings up third down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. The counter, it's Hampton. This is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They're going to call their final timeout here. Just 9 seconds to go.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
So it's all coming down to a try from Cameron Dicker. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of the clutch right there as they take the lead.
He's got the squibber. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Posting over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got first and 10. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Chargers take this one on the road. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments and make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.